Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In this video, we shall cover the Treaty of Lausanne and the future of Turkey. The Treaty of Lausanne led to the recognition of the sovereignty of the new Republic of Turkey and the successor state of the Ottoman Empire. The treaty was signed at Lausanne on July 24, 1923. This treaty was written in French by the Allied powers Britain, France, Italy and other countries. The Treaty of Lausanne contains over 143 articles and was distributed over 17 documents. In the contract there were sanctions imposed on Turkey, like not being able to drill for the oil resources like gas and oil. The Turkish straits between the Aegean Sea and the Black Sea were declared open to all shipping and unrestricted civilian passage through Turkish straits, and it was not allowed to charge any tax for it. In 1924, the Khilafate was abolished, and all controlled territories under the treaty was to become independent states. In the Second World War, Turkey didn't participate and remained neutral, and in the process, some sanctions were removed, unlike World War I, where they were on the side of Germany. And as a result of World War II, Germany and Japan have restrictions imposed on their military. So their budget is mostly spent on research, technology, and the automotive industry. This is one of the reasons why these two countries are advanced in these fields. The Treaty of Lausanne ends in the middle of 2023, as it lasts for 100 years. Turkey and Erdogan and his supporters around the world believe that Turkey will reclaim those countries that were under their control and bring back the Khilafate. This is very unlikely and a far-fetched dream. The most Turkey can benefit is by increasing the tax charge for crossing the Bosphorus, and also drilling for their own resources such as gas and oil. Regarding Turkey and Erdogan bringing back the Khilafah system, I want to raise some questions. Allah says, "I do not change the condition of people unless they change themselves." Erdogan and his Justice and Development Party have ruled for nearly 20 years, being elected first as Prime Minister in 2003 and then as President in 2014. Turkey is a secular state and has democracy. You can't be a secular state and Islamic state at the same time. Secularism means that no one can interfere in religious state affairs. The supreme authority rests with the parliament. Turkey is a strong and loyal NATO ally, with the second largest military personnel. Also, Turkey has been pushing to be part of the EU. Allah says in the Quran, بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا تتخذوا اليهود والنصارى أولياء بعضهم أولياء بعض ومن يتولهم منكم فإنه منهم إن الله لا يهدي القوم الظالمين. O you who have believed, do not take the Jews and Christians as allies. They are in fact allies of one another, and whoever is an ally to them among you, then indeed he is one of them. Indeed, Allah guides not the wrongdoing people. Israel and Turkey relations were formalized in 1949. Turkey was the first Muslim majority country to recognize the State of Israel. Both countries give high priority to military, strategic and diplomatic cooperation. Despite the recent years of tension, both countries have decided to restore and normalize relations. It is interesting, since Erdogan has come to power, Turkey and Israel have expanded trade, enhanced intelligence cooperation between the two countries, and Turkey has bought tons of Israeli weapons, all at the same time, when Erdogan has been giving speeches against the Jews and voices his support for the Palestinians. This begs the question, is this just lip service to attract Islamic voters and portraying himself and Turkey as the leader of the Muslim world, especially with the timing of the integral dramas which they are pulling on people's heartstrings, and the worst emotionally driven people who are the poor Pakistanis. A nation that has no interest in history has a weak memory and temperament. That is why they are deceived in the choice of the leader. I will just like to give one example of history repeating itself. You can take the war on Libya as an example. If you go back another 100 years, you will see the same people that are behind it and the similarities. History repeats itself in a different way, but with same meaning hidden in each situation. To celebrate the end of the Lausanne Treaty and remake history again, Turkey will most likely be given the green light to invade the whole of Syria on behalf of America and Israel. Erdogan has recently visited Atatürk's grave and paid his respects and asked forgiveness for him, and has said we will not stop until making our nation's century-old dreams reality. Atatürk was a Freemason and he destroyed the Khilafat and he was against Islam. It makes you question Erdogan's motives in asking forgiveness for such a person. Henry Kissinger has quoted, "Who controls money controls the world." Turkey has successfully carried out pilot tests for CBDC transactions. This means slavery and total control of the Turkish population and for any other country that plans on bringing CBDCs. Pakistan under Imran Khan's government carried out pilot tests in 2018 or 2019. So how can you bring back the Islamic Empire when someone else controls your money and you are waging war with Allah and the Prophet ﷺ by indulging in the riba? These are just a few points and questions we have raised. There is much more, like alcohol and immodesty, prevalent in the society.